If Jesus is the Son of God, how can he also be the creator of Isaiah 44:24? Many skeptics ask, if Jesus is the Son of God, how can he also be the creator? Isaiah 44:24 declares that God alone created everything, yet the New Testament credits Jesus as the creator. Is this a contradiction? Or is it the key to understanding who Jesus really is? Stay with me as we uncover the powerful truth. Section 1. Isaiah 44:24. Jehovah alone created everything. Let's begin by reading Isaiah 44:24, which makes an exclusive claim about creation. Isaiah 44:24, KJV. Thus saith the Lord, thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am the Lord that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself. Key takeaways from Isaiah 44:24. 1. Jehovah alone created everything, no help, no assistance. 2. The phrase by myself excludes the idea of multiple creators. 3. If the New Testament says Jesus created, then Jesus must be Jehovah. Big question. How can Jesus be the Son of God while also being the Creator described in Isaiah 44:24? Section 2. Jesus is directly called the Creator in the New Testament. Now, let's see what the New Testament says about Jesus and creation. John 1-3, KJV. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Colossians 1:16-17, KJV. For by him, Jesus, were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible. All things were created by him and for him. And he is before all things, and by him all things consist. Hebrews 1:10, KJV. The Father speaking to the Son, and thou, Lord, in the beginning hast laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the works of thine hands. Key takeaways. 1 John 1:3. Jesus created everything, no exceptions. 2 Colossians 1:16. Jesus is explicitly credited as the creator of heaven and earth. 3 Hebrews 1:10. The Father himself calls Jesus the Creator, proving his divine nature. The big revelation. If Isaiah 44:24 says Jehovah alone created and Jesus is called the Creator, then Jesus must be Jehovah. Section 3. Understanding the sonship of Jesus. If Jesus is the Creator, how can he also be the Son of God? Let's break it down biblically. John 5:18, KJV. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him, because he not only had broken the Sabbath, but said also that God was his Father, making himself equal with God. John 10:30, KJV. I and my Father are one. Key observations. 1. In Jewish understanding, calling oneself the Son of God was a claim to divinity. Jesus' enemies wanted to kill him because they understood this meant he was claiming to be God. 3. Jesus didn't deny this. He affirmed it in John 10:30, saying he is one with the Father. The implication, Jesus being the Son of God, does not mean he was created. It means he shares the very nature of God. Section 4. Does the Trinity explain this? Many struggle with the idea that Jesus can be both the Son and the Creator. The key to understanding this is the doctrine of the Trinity. The Trinity teaches that there is one God. The Father, Son, and Holy Spirit are distinct persons but share the same divine nature. The Son, Jesus Christ, is not a created being. He is eternally begotten, meaning he has always existed. John 17:5 KJV. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. Key takeaways. 1. Jesus existed before creation and shared the Father's glory. 2. The Son is eternal, not a created being. 3. Jesus as the Son does not contradict him being the Creator, it confirms it. Final connection. Jesus is the Son of God, not because he was created, but because he eternally exists with the Father as God. Section 5. Answering common objections. Objection number 1. If Jesus is the Son, he can't be the Creator. Answer. The term Son of God means Jesus shares God's nature. It does not mean he was created. Objection number 2. Jesus was given power, but he isn't God. Answer. John chapter 1:3, Colossians chapter 1:16, and Hebrews chapter 1:10 say Jesus made all things. This is not given power, this is divine authority. Objection number 3. The Father alone created, not Jesus. Answer. Isaiah 44:24 says Jehovah created alone. If Jesus created all things, then he must be Jehovah. Final challenge and call to action. Now, it's your turn. If Jehovah created alone, Isaiah 44:24, how do you explain Jesus being called the Creator in John 1:3? If Jesus is not God, why does the Father himself call him the Creator in Hebrews chapter 1:10? How do skeptics reconcile Jesus' sonship with his divine authority? Let's discuss in the comments. Like, share, and comment below. Subscribe for more deep biblical studies and truth that exposes deception.